Yeah, hello and welcome to this video. Yet another blitz session with me consuming big mug of tea. I changed the layout a little bit according to a suggestion made in a video from yesterday or the day before, and I think it is indeed for the better. So I'm going to create a game so we see how the difference is. Okay, let's go 3 and 2. No, not 4. 3 plus 2. And give it a roll. I hope it looks fine. It should be a good view during the game and also a better analysis view without me switching around different scenes here in OBS. So might be a little bit loud, the sound. So I think this is better. I actually had intended something else for today. I did not want to do a live blitz session, but something, let's say, a little bit more sophisticated. However, this did not quite work out. I will do it probably tomorrow, I hope. Got a bit of a uncomfortable night. I somehow, I fell asleep during watching a video, and I had such an unlucky position, it seems, that now my neck is like stiff. I cannot really move my neck, and it's a bit painful. So I don't want to do anything that is too sophisticated. And I don't get a game here. This is crazy. So maybe I have to go 5-0. People don't want increment. It's really a shame. I don't get it. Guys, learn to play chess. Play increment. Seems tough, huh? Maybe I just go for this and lift the... this is reasonable. Let's play. So I think the board should be fine. It's the same size, and you get all the relevant... Sorted. Great. You get all the relevant information, I guess, that you need, like the time and the ratings. Oh, it's a little bit obstructed. I have to change this a little bit. This is better, right? So now let's play. People are playing Fat Cool C Askar. An odd name. Is that okay? Yeah, you see everything that you need. You see both players' ratings. And oh, what did I recommend against that? I think E5, right? Both players' ratings and the time. And ultimately, you will also see the analysis in good view. Yeah, White is playing a completely non-theoretical setup that is very unambitious, but of course it's difficult to just wipe White out. Here it's like the whole center is blocked. The point here in my favor is that I have the opportunity to play f5. This is much easier to do than White to play f4. Knight d5. Yeah, he was probably angling for bishop g5 after knight e7. That wouldn't have been terrible, but it's completely okay to prevent this. And h6 is kind of useful anyway in the long run. So it's castle. Yeah, this looks nice, but ultimately after f5, White has to answer the question, what about f4 now? And then the queen and bishop are not all that well placed. This already looks a little bit awkward for White. Okay, so I'm of course happily taking this. Now White's pawn structure is basically destroyed. I just need to pick up the pawn now, essentially. I don't see how he will ever keep it. d5, I mean, the pawn is d5. Now, a simple way here should be queen to b6. Queen, maybe then queen c4. So let's go b6, bishop b7. That is a way to do this. He cannot play knight d2 intending bishop f3 because f4 would trap the bishop, which he allows. That's a really odd game. Okay, now I'm a piece up, right? Just need to complete my development and make sure that he doesn't have anything good against my king. Yeah, bishop to g4 is probably his idea, which is understandable. Yeah, I can probably just connect rooks and then prepare to trade on the f-file. Yeah, I still have to be alert. My main issue, or one of the main issues that I have in chess, is that I lose interest in games when they are so, like, I'm a piece up and the game is essentially over. There is no real challenge anymore, and then I just don't pay attention, and this is costing me a lot of points, really a lot of points. So I still have to somehow convince myself to look at this game, and this is not so easy sometimes. Yeah, I'm giving up b5, but it's really not that important. I want to get my bishop into the game. Bishop g5, e3. This would be fantastic. Yeah, the bishop should help attacking white's king, actually. And queen f8 next. This covers d6 and keeps e8 covered. And my threat now is queen f4, which would lead to a mate and some moves which he cannot defend against, really. Where is the mate? Check. And mate. Yeah, that was a fairly straightforward game. Okay, I'm going to give him a rematch. Just see if we can do a better job with black. So we have a 4 knights Scotch. d6, yeah. Okay, against d6 you have a couple of good options. I recommend bishop b5 in my book. This is usually pretty nice for white. Queen f3, if I remember correctly, allowing knight f5. Now, yeah, even e5 is a pretty good choice. I think I'm going for that. This should be a pretty favorable transformation. He has to take the knight now. Not sure what he's thinking about. What? Okay. I know, I'm sorry. I'd like to have some other games. Okay, so let's go for a new opponent. No, that was a bit odd. I mean, he had a 2200 rating there. That was odd. So let's go for another e4 game for a change, and I should actually drink the tea. Yeah, I hope I'm going to make this video that I was talking about. Oops, slow here. Tomorrow. It's going to be, I hope, interesting. The subject is going to be, are older chess books useful for chess improvement in the modern era, like today? Is it useful to use a, let's say, 70 years old book or 60-year-old book? I'll be using a famous older book for an example. So make sure to stay tuned, let's say, on my channel. Okay, so we have one of the main lines here of the Scotch 4 knights. line that I advocated in my Keep It Simple e4 book. Still think this is a very reasonable way to play for white. It's extremely safe. You don't have a bad piece, and you generally speaking have to play really odd moves to ever get in trouble, which is, I think, something that is undervalued as a virtue in chess. Yeah, there's a kind of the sturdiness of a position. What do you have to do to really be in bad shape? Probably after this speech, I'm going to do something silly and lose quickly. It can of course happen, absolutely, but I hope this is not going to be the case. All right, now many things are possible here. You can take on d6 or play knight e2. I think I'm going to take. An interesting question here is if rook f4 is something that needs to be prevented. I'm not completely certain. I'm going to play knight e2. The knight in the long run very often goes for this journey anyway, and the move c4 is something that I definitely would like to play. This is one of the key ideas in this line. After c4, we quite often see a favorable pawn structure transformation after taking, or I'm taking on d5. All right, so here goes with this. Here, can also play. Can also just play a3 here and send him back, probably. Or is he doing something funky like rook h4? I cannot quite believe that. No, rook h4, I have queen g3. This is probably not a good idea. Okay, now queen g3 is an interesting possibility that leads to a fairly well-known endgame, which should be about equal. I just wonder if I have something else here available. He has put the pawn on a5, so attacking this pawn somehow might also be feasible. a4, I've got b4. Okay, I'm going to play rook d1 first, which makes it a little bit more difficult for black to play c5, as then the rook here against the queen is going to be annoying. Okay. I can play c4. b3 is tactically covered due to bishop h7, but it's still not a good move anyway. Okay, I'm going queen f4. Go for the queen trade. Yeah, I wonder if he wants to play the move c5 here. Ah, okay. Oh, okay. Didn't expect this move. It seems like what does he want to do? I go rook e1. He cannot move the knight. And I'm threatening f3 and oh, I'm really not sure about this. Let's say bishop d7, if it's an idea for me to just take and change the pawn structure in that way. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it. There's currently a slight disharmony in black's position based on the bishop here. Let's see. So I think I'm taking this and go rook d1. And now where do you go? Black doesn't really have a good spot for the bishop, yeah? And this might be enough to get at least a small advantage. Bishop f5, I go g4, bishop e6, I take. And yeah, rook d8, yeah. So you have to play something that you are not so happy about. Yeah, this looked really odd. Now, how do we go here about this? I can go g4, disconnecting. Yeah. Knight e2, c3 is also quite, so looks quite promising. So knight c3, he has f5. Knight d4, king e7, just about holds. So let's go here and then knight g3. It's not so easy for him to keep this. Knight g3. Yeah. I think I'm winning the pawn. Don't see how he's keeping it. So I think I'll take with the pawn. I mean, e4 will remain weak. I could have taken with the knight, bishop takes, and then the trade. Maybe that was a even simpler solution, now that I think of it. Yeah, that was quite a bit simpler. I mean, here I'm better, I'm a pawn up, but the other one was probably more convincing. Okay, I have to check the time a little bit. This is 5-0. I don't get an increment, and this can really be a problem. I'm not really aware of the non-increment, so to say, and then all of a sudden I'm losing on time. Isn't that yet? That's another pawn, right? How does he cover that? I don't see. Yeah, and now he's taking too long. Like to somehow, yeah, he scored food fox, outfox me in the time scramble. That's not going to work now. Giving me this pawn, and he still cannot keep this one. Okay, so to just have a view at the analysis, I think this is good, right? So we have the move list, and we also have the analysis on top, so you can see, I think, what I'm checking. So here I think we had a roughly equal position. This should be about equal. The engine says 0.2. Yeah, again, roughly equal this position. Now it drops down to 0. But knight e4, I wasn't so sure about. Rook e1 is a little bit annoying. And here probably knight d6 is stronger. Yeah, knight d6. And then we play this position, which again is probably about equal. But here we get into something that is, as I said, pretty annoying, because the bishop here is attacked and it has no natural way or no natural square to go to. It's just a slight disharmony at the moment. Rook b7 is probably better than rook d8. Yeah, I believe that. Yeah, rook d4, f5, something like that is better for white, like h4. He has the worst pawn structure. It's 3 islands against 2. So rook d8, and it seems g4 was more precise than knight e2. Yeah, he should play f5 then. Yeah, now f5 is a bit better in the defense. Now this is not possible anymore, and I'm winning material. Yeah, I wonder actually, what about this? Could I have done that? Sometimes tricky. At first you think this must be like a super easy win, but maybe this is not the case. Yeah, at the end I should get the outside passer with b4. Yeah, what the engine is giving is probably right. Like this, let's say this thing here should win, and I will get a passer here that should win. Yeah, but g takes also very strong. I just get the e4 pawn, and I'm playing this ending comfortably for a win. Okay, so let's go for a new game. Maybe I can get a 3+2. So prefer that. I get one. Spicy Lao Wai. Interesting names. Okay. The London. Oh, he takes it. Okay. Okay, I can play many things here. Maybe just knight a6. I don't know. Queen a5 certainly also works. Tja. I wonder, does he have something really concrete now that is somewhat irritating, like e4 maybe? E4, if I check on e4, no. There's sometimes a tactic like e4, knight takes, bishop a6, b takes, queen d5, double attack on the knight and the rook, but I have queen a5 check after bishop a6. Yeah, this I couldn't quite believe that it leads to anything. Okay. It's playable, that's for sure. As usual, the positions in the London are super solid. Okay, I can go e6. The knight on a6 is odd, of course. Don't really think taking this on a6 is of any concern. Maybe, okay, that's not possible anymore. I wanted to say maybe knight a3 b5 could be something. Yeah, it's probably just about equal. But now he does take, okay. Yeah, I wouldn't have done that. Too much of a bishop pair fan, let's say. Yeah, of course he has weakened the structure a bit, but just what it is. Not a big deal. Okay, now how do we play? This is interesting. I can play with d6, e5, or d5. I'm going for the d6 setup. Okay. Yeah. I don't necessarily want to trade even more. I don't know, it is okay for me. Now bishop e6. And well, d6 cannot really be attacked anymore. Bishop on g3 is offside. No, okay. No problem. Just go f6. Yeah, this is now very, very good for black. As I don't see him. I don't know how he's going to handle all those. Yeah, e4 is weak now. d6 cannot be attacked is the thing. You just cannot attack this. An interesting moment here would be if I can go a5. I don't know if I can. Oh. Yeah, I can also play rook c4. This is good in many ways. Also is a little trap. Yeah, maybe he goes rook e2, then bishop h5 could be a thing. Okay, now, yeah, I think, well, many things are good, really. 6, no, good. Okay, so just back. I don't mind that. Rook b8, b5. Yeah, both captures are strong, but I'll take with this. Yeah, what can happen here is that I ultimately get the full center, like after some f5, and then takes and d5 at the end. Yeah, that can easily happen. Okay, now the thing is that rook b5 is so annoying. The knight has no good square. No good square to go to. And I'm also threatening rook takes c3, simply winning a pawn. Yeah, white is under quite some pressure here. Now, rook b5 simply, or take on c3. If I take on c3, yes, bishop takes a7. It's not a bad trade, obviously, for me. Yeah, I think I'm going to snatch the pawn. Okay, I just saw bishop a7. Okay. Here I can take a2, yeah, to win an exchange. Okay, now how do we win this? Rook b4, knight c6. Yeah, why not? It was one hope to just end the game immediately. Yeah, the ending was just very good for me. Same. Or so we transpose to a Catalan. Catalan absolute main line. Yeah, here the best move for black is b5, but that is not an easy move to make if you don't know this inside out. b5, pawn takes, bishop b7 is a pawn sacrifice. Okay, this is possible, I think. Just wonder, yeah. Okay, knight g5, he's going to play, he's probably going to play rook a7. Okay, I'm just keeping it simple. Just stay true to the motto and not do anything too fancy. Maybe rook d1. If I play b4 here, he takes it, knight takes b6. Isn't that a bit awkward? I'm going for this. Let's see. Maybe I'm too optimistic there, but it looks like it should work. He more or less has to take it, right? He has no other square to go to. Bishop e4 can be considered, but I don't know if this is really a significant thing. So I'm going to take b6 and try to force the rook to a7. Trying is yeah, it works. Yeah, you get it to where. Now I was thinking bishop e3 here, but knight g4 could be an annoyance. Yeah, that's a bit off-putting. Yeah. Yeah, you have knight d5 then. Yeah, you have knight d5. A bishop can take. Okay, so that doesn't work at all. Okay, here's bishop c5 though. Yeah, it doesn't lead to anything. It's really not that fantastic. Okay, so what are we going to play? I don't like it. I cannot immediately exploit this situation. It's pretty much nothing. I mean, if at all. Could be less than nothing. Could be pushed back with all the pieces. This is kind of a non-move. Pairing bishop a3. His bishop here is pretty much annoying on b4. Yeah, let's see what happens. Not completely certain. It takes usually some stupid moves to be worse with white in this kind of line. I'm not sure if I managed this already. Reverse. Okay, let's be quick about this. Not really threatening anything on b4, but maybe he will still take it. Okay, so now I don't know if I want to capture. Let's not take ages. Knight takes, okay. Yeah, it's a little bit loose. Yeah, the knight on b6 was loose. I should have gone back probably. It was a bit too quickly played. I'm not threatening to take on d5 is the problem, because after e takes, knight moves, my knight e5 is dropping. This is actually very stupidly played. I had to play knight e1 or maybe knight d4, something like that, but e5 was a really stupid square. Now something like rook c8 is immensely difficult to answer. Yeah, can take knight b6, but this is just going nowhere. And I have no good square for the queen. Ah, what a stupidly played game. Very, very bad. Yeah, I have no move. I just have no good move here. Ah, yeah, and I managed to lose a game in this line. This is actually really difficult. It's such a safe line. Now if you play knight e5, that was just extremely bad. Now rook b8 is just winning. Queen e3, knight c2, something like that will win. Didn't do it. Bit shocking. Might still be lost. The knight on b6 just has nowhere to go. And now it's not lost. He's trying hard to lose. With black. Wait. The knight is hanging. Yeah, I'm really unhappy with this. I should never get into any trouble in this line. Like something like this is just like comfortably slightly better always, and shouldn't really happen. Okay, knight g5 is stronger here. Yeah, knight g5, rook a7, knight e4. Yeah, this is stronger. This, and now knight e4. Don't even care about the pawn, and use the odd position here. Yeah, okay, so probably I need to improve somewhere here. Bishop b2 is better. Yeah, I didn't quite find something good here. Bishop b2 seems to be better. This was like queen b3. I thought for ages there and couldn't find anything that I liked. And this is yeah, just nothing. Bishop takes seems to be a huge mistake. He takes. A takes. Yeah, but now the engine eval is dropping. At least it's not terrible for me. It's not good, yeah, of course. But I want to emphasize how bad knight e5 was. Yeah, if I just play knight e1 or knight d4, something like that, let's say knight d4, which is sometimes going here, I don't have a problem at all. I can just take d5 next, and it's fine. And knight fe5 is just terrible. After rook on the c file, you really have to. So rook d4 is keeping it okay, and e4. E4? I didn't see e4. Why can he not just take the deal? Then knight d6, okay. No, I didn't see that. That is then still okay for me. I didn't see this. I just took here out of panic because I didn't see what to do. And now, why isn't rook b8 winning? I mean, probably everything wins, but I just thought rook b8 and the double attack. I couldn't really see what's going on then. Yeah, it's winning. Yeah, rook d8, still lost, I guess. My knight still has no squares, but he found a way to, yeah, to have nothing. Here it's kind of falling apart for black a little bit. You maybe don't necessarily have to lose, yeah, but the trend is obviously not in white's in black's favor. Okay, so let's see if we can get another game. This is not going to be so long. It's really a bit painful even to just keep the head focused on the screen. I'm sorry. 4d6. Yeah, I can switch to an e4 opening here. Yeah, in my book I have knight f3, keeping it simple, you know. But this is also interesting. It's not so simple though. Trying to get this huge pawn roller going. Black is playing many pawn moves, but I'm also not innocent in this regard. I also played 6 pawn moves. Okay, he wants to go b5. Yeah. Hmm. So like before I go to e2, my center still should be protected enough. Yeah. Still, yeah, black seems to be okay. This one, wow. Wouldn't have crossed my mind in a million years, probably. So g5 and now what, h4? Okay, so I take f6, takes g3. I don't have anything there. Very difficult. Let's say I take g3, I take g7, bishop takes g7. Really strange. And this would be absolutely excellent for me if I wouldn't have played a4, because then I could castle quickly to the queen side. Maybe I can still do that, but it is not as clear cut in my mind. But let's say I take here, right? I take e5 and I go queen to g4, and then I'm castling queen side. Isn't this good? Yeah, it's still good. Would be even better if I wouldn't have a4 in, but I got it. I have it played early, so it's just how it is. Let's say. I don't quite see what he's doing there. There are some funky tactics though. Let's say I thought bishop f6 maybe here, castles. I mean castles queenside. And then I saw something like rook h4, queen g3, takes f4, bishop takes, rook takes, queen takes, bishop g5. That's giving away the queen. But it's not forced at all. I can check on g8. So now I think just castling queenside, yeah? That should be right. Or do we have something else? Something that's better? Yeah, I'm going to cast. The situation here with the queen, and this should be something. Now yeah, I think he also wants to castle queenside. Going to take the pawn. And maybe bishop f3 to g4. Maybe I should go f5 actually. This is something that I should consider. Yeah, it's a tough call. If he takes on f4, he gets the e5 square. This is what I was a little bit afraid of just now. But it's tough to say really if f5 is right here or if I should do something else. Now if he takes, actually bishop takes c3, my king is completely ooh. Yeah, that was a bad idea, I guess. Not sure if this is the reason though. I thought maybe taking was good and then taking on c3. Bishop h4 I feel is wrong. That seems wrong. Okay, how do we do this now? I can take e5 here, or I mean I can actually take, why not? He takes knight d5 is pretty terrible. Now okay, he's got b4 here. Push it away first. Bishop a7 is actually interesting next. And then enter with the queen. Queen b6 maybe? Or queen a5? Extremely dangerous. Yeah, that's game over, I think. Bit of an odd game. Didn't quite understand what was going on. So maybe have a quick look at the analysis. I was really shocked about h5. That move I completely did not have on the agenda. So yeah, and the computer thinks it doesn't work. Okay, it wants to go knight f5 here. But okay, my choice is not disliked by the engine. And I'm kind of okay with this. This feels okay. Bishop f6. Castle's queenside. Queen e7. So the engine is it's okay with what I did. I took it, castles, and even bishop f3 is a decent move. So maybe I didn't actually do anything wrong. It just felt very difficult, very unconventional. Bishop h4 looked wrong. I was more afraid of the capture. Bishop takes, and then I thought maybe he can take here, but this is probably not such a big deal. Yeah, I mean the check looks very scary, but he only has the queen, and at the end of the day, this is probably going to be a problem here. His king is very weak. The computer is on +4. I mean, this is crazy. Really a bit crazy. Yeah, bishop g4 is also coming. The bishops are super strong. Yeah, that was not intended. I missed the whole idea entirely. But so here f takes e5 was better. But I didn't really do anything wrong. So that turned out to be reasonably well played from my end. But yeah, I felt during the game like I have no clue what's going on. So like one more game, and then I'm probably going to go to bed or something. Yeah, let's go 3+2 again. Playing brutal 6. Okay. Brutal. Okay. So we got the what is this called? England Gambit, right? Yeah, you shouldn't go bishop c3, then what was that again? Bishop c3? There was this trick. Bishop c3, bishop b4, queen d2, takes on c3, queen takes, queen c1 mate. Okay, yeah. I just wanted to recall what the idea was. Wow. Okay. I have a bit of a hard time to believe this. Okay, so let's say knight d4. Maybe he's just drunk. Something like that. Okay, so how do we win now? Rook b1, queen a3. It's already close. d4 is unprotected, so if I go a3 first maybe and push him back, I think I should have a win. I should just win and not just be better. Don't quite get it to work. Yeah, I don't know. I have to play something. I cannot take even longer. Now, say rook here and a3. So move the knight now. I don't think this leads to much. To win a piece. Or yeah, maybe knight c2 or something. But I mean, the big issue with the Engelund gambit is black moves the queen like a million times, and it's just ultimately based on one movers. So take this. Yeah, I was thinking for a moment because rook e3 is in this position, and yeah, let's just develop. I could maybe something even more active, let's say, to end the game right away. It's 3+2, right? Yeah. Surprised that somebody who's playing the England Gambit is going for an increment game. Because one of the few ideas of the opening is to irritate white and maybe get some clock advantage. The longer the time control, the more ridiculous the opening is actually. Yeah, the queen is not really having many squares. Knight f4 and knight g3 are pretty annoying. But okay, this is an easy game to play. Yeah, you just have you are material up and all the pieces are well positioned. So queen g6, and then yeah, I can just take on d5 and the queen is trapped. No squares. Just g6 and then ed5, and the queen has absolutely nowhere to go to. Yep. Okay, give him one rematch. It's fair to do, and then I'm closing the session. Oh, okay. Kind of odd combination, the England Gambit and the London. You can play the London system, of course, in a more active way, but not like it's totally boring or anything. But still. Okay, he finally covers the pawn. Maybe I could have taken it, but not sure. I'm just going for straightforward development and try to claim that the white piece placement is not so effective. It's of course completely fine for white, but if you just imagine, my position essentially looks like a Sicilian, and he has some odd pieces. And now he kind of builds up a more Sicilian-ish position. But I still feel very comfortable here. Like one of the best dragons you can imagine. Is that where the band's name is coming from? Imagine Dragons. Yeah. Every single chess position you would think about, oh, imagine this would be a dragon. I don't think this is the reasoning behind the name. Yeah, it's very tempting to sacrifice on c3. Very tempting. The only reason why this is probably not so great is that b6 is hanging. I still want to do it. I can't help myself. Now knight takes e4, e7. Not so good. Yeah, my idea was that this simple move should give me compensation, just strategically. I will win one of the pawns. He's giving me e4. Why do you give me e4? I thought that was the pawn that should be covered. Okay. Very surprised that he elected to give me this pawn. Now, yeah, knight c5, is that a move or is that stupid? Trying to gain a3. Okay. Just rook c8 can't be bad. Increase the pressure. Okay, did not really register that he had this. It's a bit annoying, but it's okay. It's not like, I don't think I'm in deep trouble. You can check me, but okay, anyway, I just go back and it's okay. My structure is absolutely nice, and he has really lots of weaknesses, so it should be enough to compensate. I'm not sure I'm better, but I should be okay. g4 maybe is an idea, and this I can answer with e6 or no. Or I have to go e5, which I don't really want to play. e6, queen takes d6. This is still pretty good. Knight g4, queen takes d7. And then I would need a good move with the rook, but I don't have a good move with the rook. I have this queen c5 check, but then queen d4 is working. Really like to play e6. Okay, I shouldn't lose on time. I expect him to take on d7. He should really take this opportunity. If I get to take on g4 and kill off his pawn structure completely, that cannot be right. Yeah, oh. I have maybe a move. And now I'm threatening knight e5, so he has to take d7 now. Allowing my knight to e5 looks pretty strange. Well, let's make a pre-move. f7 is kind of tender, but I want to go knight e5 next, and then the knight on e5 will be exceptionally well placed, covering f7, and it's just like in the middle of the board. If he allows knight e5 here, his bishop will just be a completely terrible piece because it can never attack anything. So, okay, this is a pretty huge strategic mistake, I think. Unless I'm overlooking something tactical, that of course can happen, yeah. But strategically speaking, this is a bad decision. He wants to go to f4, I guess. So I can always go knight d7. I'm concerned. g5 would be good to play. It doesn't work, so I'm going to go for this. But now I'm threatening g5, and he's not reacting in any way. Queen doesn't even have a good square to go to. So go to e1, I guess. Okay. I just had a look because why is he continuing? Is there some trickery? Nothing really there. Yeah, just one or two things. I want to check the exchange sacrifice. It's kind of, I mean, the engine gives knight c4, which is not a surprise. I think this is objectively stronger. I just couldn't help myself. This is just fairly normal dragon type of position where I should be fine. I mean, I'm not getting checkmated or anything, and I have the c-file. This is like pretty normal. Yeah, I think engine gives 0. I'm happy with this. And I'm certain that this is not best. I just again I couldn't help myself to get this this textbook kind of situation. So, and here I was really surprised that he decided to give me e4. I expected, yeah, what I expected is actually silly. Yeah, I thought like f3, but queen d4 is of course a stronger move. I didn't really see this at all. Yeah, and this probably means that this is more or less refuting the whole thing. Yeah, if he can keep all the pawn, I need one pawn. I need one pawn for this. Yeah, again, I kind of expected that this is not right, but I still wanted to do it. It was kind of more matter of will than than ratio. So okay, bishop b5 is probably better. Yeah, here I'm fine. I'm definitely fine in this position. Maybe knight d takes is better. But yeah, here the thing is, I would love to play e6, and actually the computer wants to do this as well. So I saw this, but I wasn't quite sure what to do here, because I really wanted to take g4 and kill off his structure. But he can take d7, and I couldn't really figure a move out. Yeah, queen here, he's got queen d4, and it's a check. That doesn't really help. And okay, the engine wants to play this move, which is looking good actually. Yeah, it looks at this. I didn't want to give him the opportunity to trade the bishop, because the bishop can be extremely useless in this position. And this is what we've seen a little bit later. Yeah, when I thought, okay, he has to take. So if we, yeah, so here like rook b4, and now knight ce4 is equal. This. Takes, yeah. It's kind of imaginable, yeah, that I've got good play here. Notice that everything is on dark squares. This is what I meant with the bishop is kind of not participating, because the game is completely running on dark squares. So let's see how it went. So this one, I played king g8, kind of, yeah, I didn't quite know what to do. I couldn't get e6 to work, so I just went here. And I think he should just take. Or after f5, now computer wants me to go g5, and here white just has to take. This is kind of clear. What I'm not quite convinced of is that white should be better here. That I have a hard time to believe. Computer insists that white has an advantage in this position. That I don't quite believe. Maybe it's a matter of specifics, really, because just generally speaking, if I get the knight to e5, this is such a monster piece. It covers everything. I don't quite see what he's doing then with his rooks is the argument. And I already got a pawn. But maybe the thing is that my queen is so awkwardly placed here. If I take here this rook a4, that is not great. And he's threatening rook a4. So queen a6 is maybe what I have to do. Queen e4, knight e5. a4. So this is the thing. The engine actually sees that I have problems to keep the a7 pawn. Okay. Yeah, this makes the whole evaluation more understandable, because just structurally speaking, this is always enough compensation. But if I lose a7, it's a different kind of thing, of course. Maybe then this is a line that needs to be considered. Yeah, but I'm struggling here. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so this means he should take that and actually can fight for an advantage, because he has specifically the opportunity to get the a pawn. If my queen, let's say we just imagine the queen would be here, like safely, then I go knight e5 and I can basically never lose. It's only black that could be better. And this is kind of also yeah, you see that rook b4, it's a bit small on the screen for me, but rook b4 is the move that gives white this advantage, 0.5 or whatever it is, and everything else is better for black. And this was my judgment. I just judged the whole, or I just judged the general features of the position, and I didn't see that rook a4 immediately and combined with queen e4 is actually difficult to keep the pawn. I just wondered, if I do this, maybe can I play this? And then rook c4. And I do understand. It's not ideal. I don't want to trade rooks here. I would like to keep oh, that was a mouse slip. So this knight e5. Yeah, this is not well coordinated. It's still not an easy win or anything, but okay, it's interesting. He played bishop b2. This is a strategic mistake, because the bishop will never find a good spot. So knight e5. Okay, I could have taken c3. I was more concerned about, yeah, keeping everything covered, let's say. Okay, and here this is clearly better for me. Okay, I had one blunder. Here, engine wants me to play g5. Really? No, knight d5. Knight d5. Why knight d5? Okay, it doesn't have many good squares, yeah. Like here and then whatever. Okay, it's not a huge deal. I'm keeping an advantage here, and now okay, g5 is then a pretty simple win. Yeah, there are some interesting points in this game for sure. I definitely should not take on c3, but again, it was more out of curiosity than anything else. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video. I think probably tomorrow I'll be back with that that video that I already told you about earlier about all the chess books. Do they make sense as a modern training tool? Hope this will work. I hear my neck has to become better. It's really a bit painful to sit here for a longer time. Okay guys, thanks for watching.